You know what time it is. It's time for the #1 sports show in America, That Dude.
Early edition.
Coming at you early, man. We're going to compete with what's going on in the morning. You know, Undisputed, First Take.
On my lunch break.
On a lunch break.
Yeah.
Hey, don't clock me in yet. I told him that I had to go around the corner. But anyway, welcome to the show. Glad to have you guys. As always, you can check us out on thatdude.net. Hit us up on iTunes, Play Store. But we're going to jump right in.
Let's do it.
Because it is a lunch break. You got to get back to work. So we're going to hit the Sweet 16. Before I do, I'm sorry. This is my man, Rodney Bonton.
What's up, people?
I'm John Fontaine, and welcome to the show.
Welcome.
So Sweet 16.
Yep.
A lot of things going on this past weekend. NCAAs, a couple more upsets. We already talked about how everybody kind of balled out. Kind of more or less touched the topic of when you have teams with 3-4 year players, they're going to compete, especially with these one and dones and everything. So we anticipate some upsets, some close games, but great time.
Yep.
NCAA's first 2 rounds is off the chain.
Of course it is.
So with that being said,
What up, Chauncey?
What's up, Chauncey? Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
We're going to pick the teams. We're not going to pick the Final Four. We're not going to pick the champion, rather. We're going to go Sweet 16.
All right, let's do it.
Kansas, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Why?
Kansas State, right?
Kansas State. I'm sorry. Kansas State, Kentucky.
Better athletes.
Better athletes.
And I like their coach better.
Yeah, Kansas State does play defense, but I'm concerned about Kansas State scoring from the outside.
Right.
Loyola, Chicago against Nevada.
I like Loyola. I know you like Nevada.
I'm going to go with Nevada because of the Twins, their ability to score. Loyola plays great defense.
And you told me they have great guard play.
Great guard playing.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
What wins in the tournament?
Yeah. Great guard playing.
All right.
Florida State and Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. Too much experience.
Too much experience. I agree with that.
Coach is just way better.
Here's the one. The next one I'm going with the heart.
Oh, boy.
Even though I do got them. I picked them, but it's going to be a tough game because of matchups. Texas A&M and Michigan.
Texas A&M for me.
And Dr. T, because I know you're watching, she's an Aggie fan. Her son goes there.
And the only reason I'm saying Texas A&M, they play North Carolina incredibly.
North Carolina can't shoot.
That's not true.
No, North Carolina can't shoot from outside.
They're not a great shooting team, but
they can't shoot.
They can hit the shot.
Apparently not.
They're not great shooting. There's a lot of great shooting.
Can I break this down, America? North Carolina went what? 2 for 87 from the 3.
They had a bad night.
Okay, North Carolina is highly ranked because of what?
Because they get good recruits.
And one in the ACC. This is not a great year for North Carolina basketball.
Don't say because they're in the ACC.
Oh, without a doubt, they stayed in the top 10 because of that. Without a doubt.
I think at one time this year, they fell out the top 25. They had to get back into it.
And they said, hold it. And
they started winning. You can't get back into the top 25
and they lost some more
winning.
games. But they are primarily in the top 10. The better programs, the bigger programs, have you not noticed, always seem to make it up to the 1 through 4 seed, no matter what's going on with them?
Do you consider Michigan a big program?
Not to the level of North Carolina when it comes to basketball, no.
They've won almost just as many titles.
Not when it comes to basketball, no. I think Michigan is a top. Okay.
What about Michigan State?
When you think of NCAA basketball, Michigan State, Michigan don't come to mind. It's Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, Kansas.
You talking about
those are the
you say the blue bloods.
Those are the ones, yes. I didn't say Michigan was not good. I didn't say Michigan State was not good.
I didn't say that.
But when the NCAAs trying to get a draw for, it's all about money, right?
It's the alumni.
Okay.
Look at
all right. So when it comes down to that money, those teams will always be somewhere near the top to get that draw.
Okay.
And they will always be based near their home. In terms of playing the games, so their fans can travel. That's all I'm saying.
North Carolina plays in Greensboro.
This was not a great year for North Carolina. However, they had a great season. Texas A&M, that big man play
defense.
Oh, they play defense.
They get after your butt.
Michigan has to hit outside shots. Villanova, West Virginia.
Villanova.
Okay, no need to talk about
it. But they got the guards to nullify that press that West Virginia does. So it doesn't matter. You're right.
Right. And West Virginia is hurting on the front line in terms of defense and scoring. Texas Tech, Purdue. Now remember, Purdue's big man is
gone, and that's the only reason I'm going with Texas Tech.
Right. It's the only reason I'm picking them as well.
Only reason.
Kansas, Clemson.
Clemson.
I got Clemson as well.
Yo, you talking about ACC? Now there's a couple teams that play defense in the ACC. One's Virginia, the other one's Clemson, and they will get after your butt.
And they lead the ACC in scoring.
Nice surprisingly, this year.
Nice combination. Syracuse and Duke.
I want to go with Syracuse, but if I'm placing a bet, I'm betting on Duke because they got that dude Marvin Bagley is a monster, bro.
Yeah, they got two big men.
And the other big man is legit too.
Yeah. So I got Duke in that one as well.
All right.
So based on those picks, are pretty much similar. Mm-hmm. So Kentucky getting to the Final Four.
Yes.
Okay. Zags.
Yep.
Against Michigan or Texas A&M. Because we pick different teams. So.
Zags is going to the Final Four.
Okay. All right. So Villanova.
Book them.
Texas Tech. All right. You got Villanova. So Clemson, Duke.
Clemson.
Hey, it's not a bad pick. Clemson gave him trouble in the regular season, dog.
I know.
That's going to be a great. You know what? That's going to be a great game for the Final Four.
And I like that. I like they have Gonzaga. Gonzaga's getting in there quite often now. And I
great coach, great system.
I like Clemson. They're gonna, like you said, they're gonna be an ACC team in there. There's gonna be one.
They got to get one in there.
And this year, I'm just gonna go with Clemson, even though Duke has the better athletes and the better players. Clemson has the better team.
Know.
They have the better team.
I don't know if they got the better athletes.
Marvin Bagley. The front line.
All right.
Let me rephrase that. The front line is probably one of the top 3 in America.
Okay, I can't argue that point because Bagley's a beast,
and the other kid's a beast too. They talking about him being the 16th pick in the draft. So.
That's going to be a great game. Great game. Trae Young says, "Hey, I'm going."
Well, what was the other choice?
I don't think there was another choice. You see everybody's picking it apart.
Yeah, but they did the same thing with Steph Curry.
They did the same thing with Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons didn't make the tournament.
They did,
although Trae Young did, and it was like, Trae Young doesn't make the tournament. He shouldn't look. What is he going to stay for?
Right.
To do what?
There's nothing.
He's not getting taller.
There's nothing else for him to prove. His coach is not going to make him more NBA ready.
Kruger Kruger can recruit.
The only reason Trae Young went to Oklahoma instead of Kentucky, he just wanted to stay home.
Yes, it's down the street.
Because Kentucky was, he was right there. Right. So, and they wanted him. So he, like you said, wanted to stay down the street, wanted his dad to have a lot of influence and still work with him. So here we are.
It's about placement. Who selects him? What type of team selects him?
And I've seen a lot of drafts have him going 8th.
Well, if he goes
to Chicago.
If he goes between 8 to 10, he may have an opportunity to play for a team that could help him in the sense of having some players on the team, but not Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Chi-Town's not the place to go.
The coach for Chicago is a college coach.
Yeah, but Chi-Town has a tendency of just eating people up look what they did to Jordan towards the end of his career, not wanting to do the things that he wanted. And, they've been suspect for a while. Butler got up out of there. They've been suspect. However, the kid can score. Yes, he's going to need more weight. Yes, he's going to need more experience, just like any other point guard that's 6 feet under.
That's the first thing he said. He was like, before I go to any of the combines or anything, my goal is to put on more weight. Put on more muscle, get stronger. Right. That's the knock on him. He is little. He got a little frame. He's 6'2". He's probably $180. They say $180, so he's really 165.
Okay. So no smaller in height than Isaiah Thomas.
Whew. Which Isaiah Thomas? We talking about the great one, right?
No, I'm talking about the one currently playing who wants money. He's not going to get paid playing with the Lakers.
He's a lot taller than Isaiah.
But what
Isaiah is bigger.
He's bigger.
Right.
But the difference is he can create and provide or assist.
Right, yeah.
He's a good passer. He's a good passer. Isaiah can't pass out. He can't. If I put him in this room and say, just throw me a chest pass, I don't know if I'm going to get it.
Isaiah can't pass gas.
More or less.
So stop it.
Again, for me, it's always about what people are going to be placed in terms of where they're going to be selected, what's around them. But I think he's going to be just fine. It's going to take him a couple years, just like any other small guard coming in.
I tell you what I think is going to happen, if he's there at the 7th pick, Cleveland is going to take him because LeBron loves that kid.
I wouldn't be surprised.
LeBron wants that kid because I remember them asking LeBron a question like Trae Young is having a tough time deciding whether to stay or go. He's like, ain't no decision. That's not a decision. He better not stay.
And he can love that. Hey, go stand by the hash mark.
Another 3-point shooter. Another shooter.
Hey, it is what it is. So since we talked about LeBron, let's go over to the NBA. NBA playoffs. More or less right around the corner. We got a couple of weeks. They're set, but in terms of their placement, the seeding is not.
Right.
So we looked at it today.
Yeah.
We got Toronto, Milwaukee.
Yep.
Indiana, Washington, Boston, Miami,
Yep.
Cleveland, Philly.
Perfect for Cleveland.
Perfect.
Perfect for Cleveland.
Philly can't match up. Young, don't know how to win yet.
Don't know.
Playing an injured Boston team. It'll get some hype just because of TV coverage, but Kyrie, we don't know what's going to happen with him. He's got to get his knee scoped. We don't know if
he's going for a
play.
second opinion right now.
He's going for a second opinion, so we don't know what's going to come out of that.
Yeah.
Ideally, we thought it'd be better if Boston team was intact without the injuries because Smart's injured and some other players. So Toronto, Milwaukee, don't have to worry about that. Indiana, Wash, I think Indiana come out of that. I think it's going to be some.
You think Indiana's going to get that one, huh?
Here's my concern. Washington has some issues because of Wall and the rest of the players. They want to keep the ball movement. John don't know how to play with ball movement. So it's going to be interesting when he comes back how that's going to work out. So they got a couple weeks. So if they can figure it out, yes, they can get by Indiana. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Okay.
Because they've gone on record like, hey, man, we want the ball to keep moving.
They sure have, all of them.
And Wall has not proven, whether college or pro, that he can play without the ball, stand, rotate. He likes to pound the rock.
This is true.
He likes to pound the rock.
This is true.
On the west side, Houston, Utah. That'd be a great opening series.
You think so?
I think so because you got to respect. Utah plays defense. I like Mitchell. I like Gobert. Houston will beat them 4-1.
A gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, I just think it'd be a gentleman's sweep, and I think it'd be an interesting series because that's an opportunity for a young team like Utah to grow. I'm playing against number 1 seed. Hey, your best player's a rookie.
But what was it last year? That same young team, they lost a couple players, but they're younger. Is that what you're talking about?
I like the idea of Mitchell coming in and playing ball and it's giving them a future with that particular player.
Okay.
So any experience he can get now, it doesn't make a difference you get your butt whipped or not. He's a rookie playing in the playoffs.
Okay.
Any experience you get is only going to make you better because it's a different level.
So does that same thing apply to Philadelphia?
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
You have to learn how to win.
Oh, I agree.
You need to know that it's another level with the playoffs. So if let's say they don't make the playoffs, Philly and Utah, they still go into it. Yeah, they got more wins, but their first game or first opportunity to playoffs is next year when they got a better team. If I give it to them now, next year they're more hungry because they know that next level they got to take. OKC, New Orleans.
Well, that ain't no series.
You don't think it's a series?
If Cousins was there, I'd be like, yo, they in trouble. But he's not. Anthony Davis is averaging 50 points a game. You're going to need to average 75 for them to win one game.
I do pick OKC, but I told you, it's hard for me to trust Russell in the playoffs because of the way he plays.
It's hard for me to trust Russell at all after what I seen last night. I can't.
He can't play a half-court set. He cannot play in a half-court set.
I don't know what's wrong with that cat. He takes the worst shots that
he's allowed to take those shots.
I used to say, you know what, Russell is shooting because he just needs to shoot because no one else can shoot on that team.
I never believed that about any player, really. You got to develop other players.
I'm all off that bandwagon now. When you got Melo and you got Paul George,
and you got Brewer,
yeah. Hey man, just pass the ball.
We can give it back.
How about Steven Adams, who has great hands?
It's like a mitt. He just
all the bad passes that Russell throw to him, he catches.
All the bad passes,
and he usually going scoring or getting to the line.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
He still got this mentality that has to be on his back, so to speak, that he needs to carry the team.
But why do you think he has that?
You can't get that out of him.
But you can.
No, not with that coach. Not with Donovan.
Then who?
But he's not going to play for any great coach. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with him if he's playing with Popovich or coaches like that. But he's not going to have that opportunity. Great coaches can say, look, happened with Jordan, happened with LeBron, happened with every great player. The coach says, hey, I need you to scale back and do these kind of things for the team to be better.
I got to
give you more resources and everything. But Donovan is not the coach.
I got a great coach sitting at home waiting for a call.
Don't say Mark Jackson.
Is he not a good coach? Could he not get that out of him?
I don't know.
I think he could.
I think there'll be respect there.
Played the position.
And he understands it. So I don't doubt that. If they lose first, second round, Donovan is gone. So that opens the opportunity.
I don't know. They lost first round last year bad.
I said if they lose this year, what their assets in terms of bringing over Carmelo and Paul George, if they lose first, second round, if they lose first round, he's gone. If they lose second round badly, he's gone.
So they have to get to the conference finals or make it to 6 or 7.
Or it needs to be a second round where it's competitive. You can't lose 4-1 second round. He's gone. Because if they do that, we already know Paul George is leaving. So they may keep because they say, well, we're going to be garbage anyway.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
And, okay, you got Warriors, Minnesota.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That sucks for them.
Portland, San Antonio, I think it'd be a good first-round series.
It's going to go 6 games.
That's going to be a good first-round series.
And the only reason they put, if Kawhi comes back,
Right.
San Antonio can pull that out.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, then they won't.
Right. So we were kind of talking off air, and he said, well, who is the best backcourt in the NBA?
Yeah, right.
So before we even start the conversation, I had to eliminate backcourts. Because I said, well, is it really worth talking about a team in the East? I'm not talking about Lowry and DeRozan. Scratch.
I didn't even think about them.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. I said, do I want to talk about
My
Wall?
bad.
I want to talk about Wall and Bill. No, because they're not necessarily competitive with the 4 backcourts on the West.
Mm-hmm.
So we know we got Harden and Chris Paul.
Yep.
We know we got Curry and Thompson.
Thompson.
We know Thompson. I'm sorry. We know we got Lillard and we got
McCollum.
McCollum. I always mess up McCollum's name. And is another one we want to throw in there from the West?
No.
Did you want to throw Wall and Bill in there just for the sake of it?
Let's just talk. I mean, they're the best. They're the best one.
East representative.
They're the best one.
All right, so we got Bill and DeRozan in there in terms of best backcourt. So automatically they have 4. So let's talk about the other 3.
Bill and Wall.
Bill and Wall are already 4. So we don't even need to talk about it.
Okay. So are we going in ascending order or descending order? So we started at 4. They're 4. So we're going, okay.
Well, the debate is 2 and 3. So who's the best backcourt?
James Harden, Chris Paul.
Okay.
Just because you have anytime they're on the court, 2 guys, one guy that can make everybody better, which I think is Chris Paul. One guy that can score from anywhere on the court.
Okay.
And what makes James Harden a lot better this year is he gets to play off the ball as much as he wants.
Yeah,
and when he wants the ball, he's going to get the ball.
And one of them are always on the court.
At one time.
Always one of them stays on the court.
That makes that team dangerous.
Right.
Now, Chris Paul, he does get crossed up a lot.
Yeah.
But he gets in your butt. And you're gonna have a lot of times where he's guarding the best perimeter player that they have. Even though he's the shorter out of the 2, he's the better defender.
So people can say, okay, and
you can't say that about any.
And that's an argument between Thompson and Curry and Lillard and McCollum, excuse me. That's actually, I mean, it's a good, safe argument. The knock I always have with Golden State in terms of Curry and Thompson is Thompson's inability to create a shot.
But how about
for himself or somebody else?
Curry's inability to guard anybody.
Okay. But that's a wash.
So, okay.
Thompson's a better defender than Chris Paul.
He's a bigger defender.
He's a big defender. I think Chris Paul is a bulldog, so wash. Harden and Curry can't spell defense.
Right.
Okay?
So which one would you rather have?
Together in a room, if I gave them the letters, they still could not work up defense. McCollum and Lillard don't really play a lot of defense. I think they're the best to score.
They're the best scorers.
They're the best scores.
Thompson
is more or less,
there's a difference.
Hey, pass me the ball, I'm going to shoot. I can't give Thompson the ball and say, go get me a bucket. That's not his game.
There's a difference between
scoring and
shooting.
Without a doubt.
Now, the best shooting backcourt, we already know where they reside.
It's not even argument.
But the best scoring backcourt, I think, resides in Portland. The best overall backcourt, just because of the things that I explained earlier, it's Houston. Because they can do everything. Except Harden ain't defending.
Nobody.
But, Chris will. He'll try. He'll give you an effort.
That is the debate. And the debate is probably going to be Harden, Paul, Curry, Thompson.
Yeah.
Lillard, McCollum.
They'll come in third.
And that's okay. They're not ready to necessarily take that step because what I like to see from them is a little more distribution. And I think maybe that's some of the way that Portland is constructed. Portland is constructed that they got to go get buckets. So they don't have an inside presence, anybody, no good wingman that they can count on every game. So it puts them in a situation where they have to score, and that may be why the assist level numbers are down. But it's a great debate because all 3 of those backcourts have elements that you can debate why they're the best.
Chauncey says 2 things. You're right, that little dude would get turned out in Chicago. And the second one, Mark Jackson wouldn't fit in OKC.
I don't like go. I agree with Chauncey. That's why I'm like, I'd rather have your boy from what's your boy name from Memphis?
Tisdale?
Tisdale.
He getting fired. Because he's a fiery coach. He wants something out of you. Just like Mark Jackson, I want you to play defense.
Okay. But that's
So
what,
those two coaches are almost
see, that's
the
what
same.
Westbrook needs.
That's what he needs, but that's not what he wants. So he's not going to get that.
Well,
so
then they would never win.
there you go.
There you go. If that's all he wants, they will never win. And we're talking about these players, and a lot of times we talk about ball dominance. If you look at all the assist leaders in the NBA, they're ball dominant players.
Yeah. LeBron James is a ball dominant player.
Westbrook is a ball dominant
People
player.
don't like saying that about LeBron James, that he's
He
ball
is.
dominant. But he is a very
He
ball.
constructed a team that everything goes through him. That's okay. That's
When
that's
you
his
have
system.
a point guard on the team and the point guard got to play off the ball because you bring the ball up every time,
Right.
you ball dominant.
Right. But it goes without saying, man. So speaking of LeBron, gave you with that 40, 12, and 10.
Average a triple.
Triple-double. Milwaukee can't match it with him. It amazes me when people say, we see what he did in Milwaukee. Milwaukee got 6'10 people checking LeBron, and they have no lateral movement.
No. That's
All right.
true.
Now, LeBron gave you 40, 12, and 10. But your boy Giannis gave you 37. Middleton gave you 30. So I know one of them he was checking. Whether it would be the
Time
bigger
out.
forward or the small forward.
Let's stop with the checking part first.
All
of all.
right, guarding. We just had a debate about checking and guarding.
He was guarding passing lanes. It's
That's all he
different.
does.
It's different now. He's a roamer. He's like
It's always been a roamer.
He's like a free safety.
That's all he does.
You know, he just roams around. But how about K Love? He did pretty decent.
But Caleb had a great game, coming
Yeah.
back 18-10.
Yeah.
18-10, right?
Yeah.
So he had a great game back, and I think that gives LeBron the ability to space the floor and trust somebody else to make the pass. Because one thing Caleb do, he can expose the defense. Whether he's out on the wing shooting threes, or if you have a smaller player on him, he's going to expose you in the paint to get you some buckets, at least from inside out. And he's a great passer off the post. So
He is.
It was good to see him back, and now that team can gel, so to speak, to see what they're going to be for the playoffs. They got 2 weeks to work all the kinks out. So we'll see what happens.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. Tyronn Lue, health issues. He's done for a little while. Took a leave of absence. Saying he has some cardiac issues. So I hope everything.
I hope it.
Hope it.
Hope everything works out for him. You know, it's hard to coach LeBron James.
No doubt, man.
I mean that is that's a job in itself, bro. Like
Look, man, I love dude's game. We talked about it last week, 1A, 1B. I have no problem with every argument. The dude, man, he whines and
he's
just
a different
so passive aggressive to the point you just get nauseated.
He's a different type of player.
A great player, but damn, he's nauseating, man.
His greatness it speaks for himself.
Yeah,
but he's just a different type of superstar.
Right.
So
quickly, NFL news. Your boy Barkley says, "Hey, man, I'm not having no pro day." What's up with that?
here's the reason why he did not perform anything at Penn State's pro day. The boy said, nobody sent running back coaches. I understand you did amazing at the combine, bro. How about you just say, you know what, I'm going to stand on my numbers. I'm not going to get much better than that.
Right.
If you want to privately call me in and do a workout, I'm
good.
available.
I can make that happen.
I told them to bring running back coaches if they want to work me out, if they want to see me play.
Who are you?
Boy, you ain't even make it in the league yet. And you
Damn the owners, probably some owners, who knows, GM,
all the
head coaches.
They said
You don't have a running back coach. The 8th person on the list for the coaching tree of an NFL team.
all 30 teams were there. 32 teams were there. And this boy was just chilling.
Up until this point, he said all the right things, done all the right things.
Yeah.
But this?
There's something about him. And things are coming out about him slowly. His little Instagram girlfriend that came out. I'm pregnant. I'm having a baby before the draft. What happened? Yo, bro. Like, you can't talk to your girl. Like, keep that on the low right now.
You gotta
Like,
do what you gotta do, man. Sam Darnold had a throwing day.
he had his pro day today. Threw in the soaking rain.
Look good, man. It looked good.
From what I've seen,
It looked good, man.
Cleveland, that's your pick.
Yeah.
That is your pick. Go ahead and say, we picking Sam Darnold. Just go ahead and take him off the
only
board right
one
now.
who said, I'll go play for Cleveland.
Right.
He's the only one that said it.
Because you know why? He ain't scared. He's not scared, man. Like, he went in there, USC, he was like 5th on the depth chart. By the end of the season, they in the Rose Bowl, winning it. So he ain't scared.
Baker Mayfield looked good in his pro day. There said there's been some rumblings saying that a lot of the teams are looking towards him, but I think it's just throwing stuff out there. I don't believe anything. I don't believe any rumors. I don't believe anything when it comes to NFL draft, ever.
It's something to be said about when the rumors start to percolate and say, you know, when your stock starts to rise, when you've had all the problems he has.
Right.
Like, they want him to succeed.
Oh, without a doubt.
But
so what was the deal with him having a pro day looking like the Karate Kid?
Hey, man, that's just his style, bro.
The headband.
That's his style.
All right. Wax on.
Like, I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan, but God bless him. He could play. He could play in college.
All right. So, again, this is kind of a quick take show, maybe like 30 minutes coming at you. So, ESPN released a list of the 20 most dominant athletes in the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. You know who has the list?
No, I don't.
Tigre Woods.
Well, he's pretty in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even you take out the last 5 years of injuries and all this drama.
Okay.
Dude, the dude was averaging 5, almost 6 wins a year.
Let's just say he's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing, man.
Who's just pretty amazing? Who's Stu?
Dude won 5 straight titles 3 times.
Who, Tiger?
Yeah. 5 straight 3 times. In this era. Come on, man.
That's called the Tiger Woods.
Second is LeBron.
Here's the thing about those things, man. If you play a team sport, I don't want to hear about you being a dominant athlete because you don't have to do everything. That's like putting quarterbacks and running backs and linebackers. You're great at your position, but you're not great at everything. Like that, it's hard. Like Tiger Woods is just great at a golfer. Serena Williams is a great tennis player.
Well, LeBron hit the 38-8.
So what?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just giving you information. Peyton is number 3.
Peyton, my guy?
Yo guy.
Well, he's a different.
You see, if it's team, you can't do it. It's his guy. Well, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. His greatness is greatly attributed to being on great teams with great wide receivers.
I think his greatness is his ability to do what he does at the line.
But he doesn't do anything.
In terms of...
He makes you think he's doing something.
Yeah. Omaha.
That's
Jimmy Johnson, NASCAR.
Okay.
He was a beast.
He wins all the time.
Yeah. He had one season when he won 10. He had 10 wins. Roger Federer.
Monster.
Okay. Annika Sorensen.
Okay. I was waiting for the women to show up.
And during 2001, 2005, 43 wins. That's 10 wins a season.
How many tournaments do the LPGA hold?
They play about the same, about a quarter. They can do a quarter.
They pay 25 tournaments.
But it's how many you want to play.
No, so you have the ability
between 20 and 25.
And she winning 10 of them a year for 5 years?
Not only that, she placed in the top 3 70% of the tournaments she played.
Now, I don't know what y'all call dominant.
That's dominant.
That is...
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Another one.
Okay.
He should
Modern
be higher than
soccer female, player of the year, 5 years in a row.
Okay.
She averaged a goal a game.
Please tell me it's only like 6 games. If it's more than 6.
Usain Bolt.
Okay, I agree with that. Olympic athletes should be in that.
19 of 21 medals. 21 events, 19. Of the 2, one was disqualification. I think one was a drop to baton, something like
21 medals? How many golds?
19 medals out of 21 opportunities.
19 medals out of 20. How many golds? A lot. Move on.
So 11 through 20. Lionel Messi.
Okay, he's great.
Serena. You felt she should be a little higher?
She should be higher.
I do not disagree that should be higher. Here's one that surprised me, and she is very dominant. And here's a sleeper for everyone. Lauren Jackson, Seattle Storm.
She's played for a long time.
She's a beast.
She's played for a long time.
She's a beast. And I don't think she get her just due when it comes to WNBA.
Okay.
Djokovic.
Okay.
Allison Felix.
Okay. She can run.
Barry Bonds.
Shout out to my brother-in-law, David Lugo, the Giants.
Hey, man. Dude has 7 MVPs, though, man. I'm sorry.
How many MVPs did he get when his head was big?
When he got swollen.
Yeah, because
When he got stung by bumblebees.
before, you know what?
I think he had 5 prior to that.
Pittsburgh Pirates, Barry Bonds.
Oh man.
One of the best players I've ever seen in my life.
Mike Trout.
Okay, I like him. Shout out to EB. That's your Anaheim.
Pacquiao.
No. Shut him up. Get him off the list, bro.
Tom Brady.
So hold on. They got Peyton Manning higher than Tom.
They got Peyton at 3, Tom at 20.
Come to the dark
Right
side.
now, Ty McNeese just ran out of the room.
That's okay.
He's in the bathroom crying right now.
Well, he should. Everybody knows who the better quarterback is, not who has a better team, but the better quarterback.
Okay, that's a great point. So, with that being said, that's their top 20. We'll probably get our top 20 later on.
Yeah, we'll give it the top 20.
Quick show today. What about Golovkin calling out Alvarez and De La Hoya?
I agree with him. I mean, Alvarez doesn't train in Mexico any other time. I know he's Mexican, but he trains in San Diego.
Really? It
So-
was the meat that got me.
Hey, man.
Really?
Hey, bro.
You know how much meat that dude had to eat to have the
I was
levels
about
that
to
he
say,
had, man?
you gave me some scientific knowledge that I didn't even know. Oh, word? He had to eat that much meat? Look, man, you got caught, bro. Just say you got caught. And the fight's still going to happen on Cinco de Mayo.
Still gonna happen.
But Golovkin has a great out.
Can't turn down that money.
He has a great out.
Explain the out.
That out is, if you lose, I lost to a dude that was taking steroids.
No doubt.
If I win, I beat a dude that was taking steroids. So I was the better fighter all along. So, he's in a win-win. He's getting paid a lot of money.
Oh, you cannot turn down that payday.
No, and
I don't care if the dude got the needle in his arm when they saw him. Man, better get him to the ring. Let me go and get this $70
catch him like
million. Get him in the ring. We'll make it work for $70 million.
Yeah, and I hope he wins. It was a close fight, but I gave the first fight to him. So
He won the first fight.
it was close. It was close.
Oh wait, they're in Vegas with all the De La Hoya boys judging.
Yeah.
He's not losing the fight. Worst case scenario is draw. They want a second fight, get that money.
Yeah. So Golovkin, knock him out.
Can't hate on the money.
Knock him
So
out.
before we close out the show, want to give a shout out.
Yeah.
Because we usually have a that dude and not that dude segment. People who balled out, people who didn't ball out. I won't say choke because they're pro athletes. But we only got one shout out because of the short show. That's Nancy Lieberman. For those who don't know,
Tell him what it is.
Nancy Lieberman is a Hall of Famer. Played at Old Dominion. 2 championships. Kind of like the early Tennessee, early Connecticut.
Right.
Balling out. Played the WNBA. Actually played in WNBA when she was 50 years old.
50. Giving them
She
business.
got named as a Big 3 coach.
Good for her.
And I got to give a shout out because anytime we have an opportunity for women, especially because they're in sports, they get opportunities to do things on the men's side of the house. They got the skill set knowledge. When they get that opportunity, I want to applaud it because I think she deserves the opportunity.
More women deserve the opportunity.
Without a doubt.
So I think this is just opening up. And shout out to Ice Cube for allowing that to happen.
No, without. Yeah, Ice Cube, much props to you, man.
Yep.
So with that being said, again, we just want to hit you quick. On a lunch break, they probably called me right now to get back.
They are
But with
calling
that
me.
being said, Rodney Bonton, John Fontaine, want to thank you guys for joining us. Peace. We get with you.